Hello, all, and welcome to this week's VLCeed. Last week, I continued discussing the 5 strategies it takes to navigate change successfully. We have covered faith and focus. This week, let's tackle mindset. I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving this past week. Whether you were spending time with family or traveling, maybe both. This time of year often leads me to reflect on those things for which I am grateful. That said, some of the toughest times I have had in my life have come in November. Now, I suppose I could obsess on the difficulties I've faced during past Novembers, but how would it help me move forward? And the short answer is, it wouldn't help me move forward. It would keep me stuck. Okay? Being grateful is a mindset. So is being thankless or bitter. Okay, the beauty is that you get to choose, not during just this season, right? But every day, we get to choose how we set our minds or how we mind set. Now, those of you who know me well know that I believe that mindset is not really a noun. It's actually a verb. It's an action word. And that means that our mindset is not a static thing. It's constantly changing. And we need to monitor it often, minute by minute sometimes, if we expect to be successful in improving our habits. All right? Being closed-minded means that you are constantly closing your mind to new ideas. All right? You can see things your way. That one way, which you might think is obviously the correct way. All right? That's you setting your mind. But you could just as easily open your mind to new ideas by setting your mind in a different way, by seeing things from a different perspective. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that you need to change the way you set your mind. That's up to you. Okay, how you set your mind is completely up to you. But I'm really hoping that you'll understand and embrace the fact that you are in charge of how you set your mind. It's not a default action unless you want your subconscious to really run your everyday life. Okay, you can choose to have a good day. You can choose to see the good in a situation. You can choose to be resourced for whatever tasks lie ahead of you. Of course, the opposite is also true for all of those. You can choose to have a terrible day. Okay, you can choose to see the worst in a situation. You can choose that you are not resourced or ready for the things that lie ahead of you. And the beauty is that you're the master of your mindset. And as the master of your mindset, as the master in charge of your mind setting, choose carefully. Choose that mindset carefully. Be intentional about it. Here's some questions for you. In what area or areas do you see yourself being negative or defeated? How can you shift your mind in those areas to create a more positive outlook? Even during tough situations, how can you create that outlook that is going to help you move forward? And finally, how do you interpret the following statement? The mind is a muscle, and creating a growth-oriented mindset requires constant exercise. Here's that statement again. The mind is a muscle, and creating a growth-oriented mindset requires constant exercise. What do you think? How do you interpret that? Okay. That's all I've got for you this week. Thank you for joining me, and take care. We'll catch you next time.